Hello everyone and welcome back to Yogalibrium. Today I have a Vinyasa flow class for you. This class is going to lean more towards an intermediate with some advanced options, so there will be a little bit less cueing and a little bit more flowing quickly through postures. So we're going to generate a lot of heat and we're going to stretch quite deeply. So let's start in any comfortable seated position that works for you. You can take a second to take your palms onto your knees. You can take them palm up or palm down. Starting to close your eyes and maybe shrug your shoulders forward and back a couple of times. And back to front. Finding yourself arriving fully in your body and on your mat. You can let that go with the shoulders and just find some relaxation in the upper body. And maybe gently starting to activate your mula bandha, so your pelvic floor is just gently pulling some energy up and into your belly. And with every inhale, taking the energy from the mula bandha up past the belly into the heart center. And then all the way up into the crown of your head so that you find your spine lengthening with every breath that you take. And with every exhale, finding that energy traveling all the way down to fingertips and toes. Maybe taking this moment to set some kind of intention for this practice, whatever it may be. Good, and keeping your eyes closed. And we're going to tip the right ear over towards the right shoulder, and then take a few gentle neck circles here in one direction. Good, and then you can switch the direction of your head roll. And the next time you find your chin towards your chest, just pause there. Take a deeper inhale, find even more length as you root the sit bones down and get taller. And then we're going to interlace the fingers and we're going to press the palms facing out and then round out through the spine. So keep tucking your chin towards your chest here. And then on your next inhale, float the arms up above your head, reaching as tall as possible. Relax the shoulders. And then you can go ahead and let that go. Shake out the wrists, wiggle the fingers, and we're going to come over into tabletop. So stacking hands underneath shoulders and knees underneath hips. Take a second just to wag the tail a little bit from side to side. Find some nice S or C curves in the spine, whatever feels good for you. This is your body and it's your practice, so doing whatever resonates today. And then coming back to center, move through a few cat-cows. Really trying to press the floor away as much as possible on the exhale. Beautiful. And then come back through neutral. Let's tuck the toes behind us and you're going to pull in through the belly. So close your ribs and you're going to hover the knees up just a couple of inches off the floor. So keep the knuckles grounding into the mat and keep your fingers spreading nice and wide and just keep feeling the strength that you're creating here in your body. We're going to slowly start to press the hands. We're going to start to guide the hips back towards the heels and then gently start to straighten out into our first downward facing dog of this practice. So you can feel free to pedal out through the feet here, wave the hips from side to side, doing whatever you need to do. And then on your next inhale, gently start to take the gaze up towards the hands and slowly starting to walk the feet up to the top of the mat. Nice and slow here. And then when you arrive, place toes together and heels slightly apart. Take an inhale, lengthen, come up halfway, and then exhale, hollow out through your belly as you take a forward fold. Let's do that again. Inhale, starting to lift yourself up, and exhale, hollow out. and let it go. Trying to relax your head completely at the bottom. Take one more inhale to lift. And exhale to fold. Let's press into the feet and fly all the way up, reaching the arms up towards the sky, taking your gaze up towards your thumbs. And exhale, bring your hands together in front of your heart. Beautiful. Let's take a few Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, folding down. Inhale, lengthen, lift yourself halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back, your left foot back. Pause in your high plank. Pull the belly in towards the spine. Take a full inhale to fill your lungs. And exhale, take Chaturanga. Inhale, take your Cobra or your upward facing dog. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Keep tuning into your Mula Bandha. So keep drawing that energy up and into your heart center and all the way to the crown of your head with each breath that you take. Two more breaths here. And then inhaling, gazing up towards your hands. Go ahead and step back up to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen, come up halfway. And exhale, folding forward. Press your feet down. Let's fly all the way up. Reach the arms. And exhale, hands together in front of the heart. Again, inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, step left foot back, step right foot back. Pause in your high plank. Take a second here to build the energy and the strength. Pull the belly in towards the spine. Close the ribs. Inhale, fill the lungs. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Beautiful, full, deep breaths here. And finding that Ujjayi breathing, that ocean sound breathing. Using that breath to continue to generate heat internally. Good. Inhale, take your gaze forward. Go ahead and step back up to the top of the mat, lifting yourself halfway. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, press the feet down. Let's fly all the way up. Reach the arms, pull the belly in. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Good. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, you can step or you can jump back. Find your high plank. Keep pulling the ribs closed and keep pulling the belly in towards the spine. Keep pressing the palms down. Big inhale, fill the lungs completely. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, take it back. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Good. Inhale, gazing forward to the top of the mat. Again, option to step or you can hop forward. Meet the hands. Inhale, lengthen and lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, press. Let's fly all the way up. Reach the arms. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. So your Namaskar B, bending the knees. Inhale, take your Utkatasana, gazing up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, all the way through Chaturanga this time. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. The left foot's going to plant and the right leg's going to float up. Don't worry about how high it lifts for this first one. Go ahead and circle the ankle and wiggle the toes. Draw in through the belly. Take the gaze up towards your hands. We're going to bend the right knee and step the right foot through. Keep the left heel popped. Let's inhale, float the arms up, Crescent Lunge. You can interlace your fingers here and release the index fingers up. Soften through the shoulders. Keep pressing the right heel down. Activate your glute. Pull the right hip back. Nice and slow, we're going to lower the back knee all the way to the mat. Good. And then gently untuck the toes. Keep reaching the fingertips up. The more you root down through your foundation, the more you can lift up. Maybe take your gaze up towards your thumbs. Breathe. One more inhale to reach it up. And take that right arm and wrap it around behind your back and gently lean the left arm over towards the right side. So you're really feeling this nice opening here through the front of the left hip. Good. Inhale, take the right arm back up towards the left. And then exhale, plant the hands down. We're going to send the hips back and come into our half split. So pull the right hip back in space. Try to square as much as possible. Flex the right foot. Lead the heart forward. Inhale, lift the chest, and exhale to fold. Beautiful. Bend back into the right knee. We're going to spiral the left shin on the mat, and you're going to tuck those toes. We're going to walk the hands over towards the left knee. Flex the right foot, spiral the right leg open, and then sink the hips on top of the left heel. Crawl the hands forward. Breathe here. Inhale, lift the chest. Walking the hands over towards the right leg. Reach the left fingertips long, so you really feel that stretch and opening through the left side body as well as behind the right leg into the inner thigh. Good. Inhale here. Walk the hands back over. Lift the hips, pivot the shin, bend the right knee. Inhale, float the arms up. Good. Tuck the back toes. Come back into your crescent lunge. Take your gaze towards your thumbs. One more inhale. And exhale, plant the hands down. Step the right foot back. Take chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. All right, foot plants. We're going to float the left leg up this time. Don't worry about how high it lifts. Circle the ankle. Wiggle the toes. Beautiful. Take your gaze forward. Bend into the left knee. Draw the knee to the chest. Plant left foot down. Keep the right heel popping and float the arms up. Interlace the fingers. Take the opposite grip this time if you can. Taking a few deep breaths here. Left heel roots. Left thigh is active, pulling the hip back. And gently we lower the right knee towards the mat. With control, once the knee lands, you can gently untuck the toes. Keep opening the front of the right hip. Keep breathing here. Relax your shoulders. Take your gaze up. One more inhale to reach. Exhale, take the left arm, wrap it around behind your back. Take the right arm and gently lean over towards the left side. Good. Inhale, take the left hand back up to meet the right. And exhale, plant the hands down. Start to extend the left leg towards straight as you send the hips back, coming into your half split pose. The left hip draws back to square as much as you can with the right. Take an inhale, lift the chest, and an exhale to fold. Really noticing the quality of your breath and how you're sending that breath throughout your body. Using the breath to relax your nervous system. Using the breath to stay present. Good. Inhale, start to bend into your left knee. We spiral the right shin around behind us. Tuck those toes. Walk the hands out in front of you. Keep the left foot flexing. Spiral the left leg open and send the hips back on top of the right heel. Crawl the hands forward. Breathe here. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, walk the hands over towards that left foot, reaching the right fingertips as much as you can. Intensify the stretch through the right side of your body and behind the left leg. Good. Inhale, lift it back up. Walking the hands back over. Spiral the right shin. We're going to bend the left knee and come back into our lunge. Float the arms up. You're gonna tuck the back toes and extend the knee. Come back into your lunge. Take a deep inhale here. Take the gaze up. And exhale, plant your hands. Step your left foot back. Take chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, take it back. Downward facing dog. A couple of breaths here. Good. Inhale, gaze forward towards your hands. Gently bend into your knees. Step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen and lift. And exhale, fold. Utkatasana. Send the weight through the heels, close the ribs, reach the arms. And exhale to stand. Beautiful. Again, inhale. Looking up. Exhale. Folding forward. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Step or jump. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot plants, right leg floats up. A little bit higher this time if you can. Bend the right knee, bring it through. Plant the foot. Keep the left heel popped. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, root left heel down, come into warrior one. Breathe here. Gazing up towards your thumbs. Good. Inhale to straighten the right leg. You can pivot the feet in, adjust however you need to. Set up your Trikonasana on the first side. You can take any variation here that you like. Maybe wrapping left arm around to find the right inner thigh. Spiral the chest open. Take your gaze back down. Gently release wherever you are. Bend back into the right knee. Inhale. Bring yourself back around into crescent lunge. Good. Exhale. We're going to straighten the right leg and come into pyramid pose. So square the hips as much as you can. Lead the heart forward. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale. Release. You feel free to adjust however you want to here. If you want a longer stance or a shorter stance. Good. Inhale, starting to take the gaze forward, starting to bend the right knee and float yourself back up. Crescent lunge. Exhale. We're going to take the left hand down. We're going to draw the left heel towards the mat and float the right arm up for your revolved version of Trikonasana. Good. Gazing down towards your hands. Take the right arm up and around. Let the hand replace the foot. Setting the right foot back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Second side. Left leg floats up a little bit higher this time. Take the gaze forward, bend the knee. Bring the foot through. Inhale. Reach the arms up, crescent. Exhale, root the right heel. Come into warrior one. Breathe here. Inhale to straighten left leg. Adjust your feet however you need to. Trikonasana, second side. And taking the gaze back down. Inhale, bend the left knee, pop the right heel. Crescent lunge. Good. Exhale, pyramid pose. Left hip pulls back. Bring the heart forward over the left leg. Inhale, lift the chest. Good. Exhale, fold. Next, inhale slowly. Start to lift the gaze. Start to bend into the left knee. Pop the right heel. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, we're going to plant the right hand down. Root the right heel. And reach the left arm up for your revolved version. Taking your gaze back down, reach the left arm up and around. Hand replaces the foot, send the left leg back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, take it back. Beautiful, downward facing dog. Shake out any tension in your neck. Allow your head to hang heavy with gravity. Finding your support here, your hands and the soles of your feet, pressing into the mat. Thighs energizing, pelvic floor drawing in. Heart opening, shoulders relaxing. Breathing deeply. Good, inhale, gazing forward up to your hands, bend into your knees, gently. Step or jump, back up to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, as you fold. Utkatasana, return. Take the gaze up. Exhale, come back to stand. Beautiful. Last variation here, inhale, bend the knees, reach the arms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, step or jump. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg floats up. Bring the knee through. Plant the right foot down. Left heel roots. Warrior one. Inhale. And gently taking the right elbow on top of the knee. Left arm reaching up and over. Or any variation that you like here for your side angle pose. And taking the gaze back down, gently release. Inhale, come back up, warrior one. Exhale, we're gonna plant the hands down. You're gonna tuck the back left toes so you can pop that heel and reach the right arm up for a twisted lunge. And you can stay right here, or you can keep rooting through the left palm, roll to the outside edge of the left foot, and stack right foot on top of left, coming into your side plank. Gently, you can keep the feet stacked, or you can draw the right knee up towards the sky. Beautiful, stay right here. Keep lifting the hips, keep rooting down for 3, 2, and 1. Right arm comes up and over. Keep the right knee lifting if you have it, and bring the right foot back into your lunge. Inhale here. Crescent lunge. Exhale, finding a spot on the floor. Bring yourself forward. Right hand finds the mat. Coming into your half moon pose. So you're creating the balance. Not worried if you fall out. You just come right back up. And you can stay here, or option to bend into the left knee. Reach the left hand to catch the foot. Maybe starting to kick the foot into the hand and lift it up. For 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Gently release the back foot, soften the right knee, let the left toes land. Inhale, crescent lunge. Good. Exhale, plant the hands down, step right foot back, lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay with the energy, float the left leg. Bend the left knee, plant the foot down, root the right heel. Inhale, warrior one. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, taking your side angle variation. Whatever it is that feels good for you today. And take the gaze back down. Gently release the bind, pop the right heel. Inhale, floating the arms up. And exhaling, we're going to plant the right hand down and reach the left arm up for a twisting lunge. And stay right here, or take your side plank. Left foot stacked on top of right. Stay here, or start to bend the left knee and float the top leg. For 3, 2, and 1. Take the left arm up and around and bring that left leg through. Good. Inhale, come back up to your crescent lunge. Exhale, finding a spot to gaze on the floor. Lift it up. Half moon pose. Breathing here. And stay in this variation, or gently bend the right knee. Reach back, catch the foot. Create the balance wherever you are. Start to kick foot into hand. Lift the chest. For 3. For 2. And 1. Gently, starting to release the back foot. Let the right toes land. Good. Inhale, float the arms up. And exhale, plant the hands down. Step the left foot back. Take chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, soften the knees. Come into child's pose. Take a full inhale here. Exhale, release. And just taking notes of how your body and how your mind are feeling right now. Inhale slowly, start to lift the hips up on top of the knees and start to crawl the hands forward, coming into your extended puppy pose. So the forehead can rest towards the floor. It might not reach yet, and that's just fine. Set up exactly where you are. Opening through the chest. If that feels good, sending the chin towards the floor. Slide the hips back on top of the heels. Pausing for a moment. In child's pose, a few deep breaths here. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to slowly start to roll ourselves forward through tabletop. Step the right foot forward. Take another second here. We're going to lower down into our low lunge, and we're going to prepare our splits. So you can interlace your finger on top of the thigh, really softening even more that left hip down towards the floor and open up through the chest. Maybe take your gaze up, drop your head back. Good. Inhale, coming back up. You can plant the left hand down, reach the right hand back, and pull the heel in towards the glute. Or if you want to take a more intense option, take the right elbow and forearm on top of the right leg, and then use your left arm to reach back and catch the foot. Pull it in towards you. So really breathe into that quadricep in the front of the hip. Good. Gently release the left leg down. Come back into your half split. Pull the right hip back. Bend the right knee. Inhale to lunge. And just flow through a couple of these a couple times. And then when you feel ready, you can release into your version of a full split. So try to keep your left toes tucking and spiral the left hip forward as you lower down so that you're squaring the hips as much as you can. And you don't need to be in a rush to get into your full split variation. So take your time to lower yourself down to whatever is available today. Don't have expectations for yourself here. Just allow the body to open in its own time and use your breath to relax as much as possible. And allow the opening to happen rather than force the opening to happen. Good, maybe take an inhale here, lift the chest. If you can, exhale, fold forward over the right leg. Inhale, lift it up. Take both hands inside the right leg, and then send that right leg around and back. Press into the hands. Inhale, take it back up to your tabletop position. Tuck your toes and lift up into your downward facing dog. And we're gonna try a fun transition here into our split. So we're gonna roll it forward, come into high plank. We're gonna roll to the outside edge of the left foot and come back into our side plank. Reach the right arm up. Take a second here, establish your balance, pull the belly in, use your core for support. Starting to bend the right knee, draw it in. Maybe you're gonna be able to reach down and catch the right toe and lift the leg up. Good. Keep breathing here, keep lifting up. And then this transition, you're gonna slowly take your gaze forward into the top of the mat. You can bend your knee here and then extend back into your version of a split. And of course, you could pause the video and take this a couple of times, try it out, see how it feels. Good, one more breath where you are. And exhale, take the hands to the inside of the right leg, swim the right leg back, press the hands, lift yourself back up, and this time come back down into child's pose and take a breath. Beautiful. Next inhale, coming back up through your tabletop position. And we're going to take the left foot forward this time, walk the right leg back, and sink deeper into our low lunge on this side. Maybe interlace your fingers on top of the left thigh and open up the chest. Drop the head back. Inhale, come back up. Gently release the fingertips towards the floor, send the hips back in space into your half split. And then we'll flow between low lunge and half split a couple of times until you're ready to move into your full variation. So whenever it feels right, you can start to tuck the back right toes. Remember, spiral the right hip forward as much as you can. And then go ahead and release on this side. Squaring the hips as much as possible. Good, you can take one more inhale here, maybe reach the arms up, and exhale, take it forward over the left leg. And inhale, lift the chest, bring both hands to the inside, and then take that leg around and back behind you. Press into the hands, roll yourself up through tabletop. And this time we'll tuck the toes and we'll come back into our downward facing dog. So we'll get ready to try that transition into the splits from the second side. So taking a moment here and check in with your breath, your presence, your awareness, your foundation, your mula bandha, everything working for you. And then inhale, let's roll it forward into plank. We're going to roll to the outside edge of the right foot. Keep the right palm planting and float the hips, float the left hand up. And pausing here, starting to bend the left knee and draw it up. Maybe you can reach down and catch the toe. Lift the leg. Beautiful here. Breathe. And taking your gaze up towards the top of the mat, gently bringing the leg around. See if you can release with control into your split on this side. And gently bringing both hands back to the inside of the leg. Take the leg around, press the hands, lift yourself back up, returning into child's pose, resting the forehead down. A few deep breaths here. And inhale. Go ahead and bring yourself forward, crawl the knees up the mat, cross the ankles, extend the legs. Go ahead and lie down. And let's bring the knees up and towards the chest and give ourselves a hug here, rolling the sacrum a couple of times one way and then a couple of times the other way. And keep the right knee folding in towards the chest. Go ahead and extend the left leg long. Reach the right arm out beside you to a T and take that right leg up and over to twist. And really trying to allow yourself to relax into this twist as much as possible. Letting the breath soften, become easier. Effortless. And gently inhale, draw it back in towards center. Give the right leg a squeeze. And draw the left knee in to meet. And then switching sides, right leg will release long. And when you're ready, take the left leg up and over as you reach the left arm out beside you. And gently, you can draw the knee back in towards the chest. Draw the right knee in to meet the left. And give your legs another squeeze in. And take one more inhale to fold your forehead up to meet your knees. And then exhale, go ahead and release into your Shavasana. We'll take just a few moments here together. Allowing the palms to face up, the fingers to curl. Legs flopping open on either direction. And your breath returning to its own natural pattern. And of course, you can feel free to stay here for as long as you like, but if you're ready to move out of the practice, you can gently start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Gently roll your wrists and your ankles. And then start to draw the legs together. Lift the arms up above your head. One last long stretch here. And roll over onto one side. And pause for a moment. And we'll gently make our way back up to comfortable seated position here to end our practice. So allow your sit bones to land. Allow the shoulders to soften. And bring your hands back together in front of your heart. Bow your chin to your chest. Maybe taking a moment to reconnect with the intention that you set earlier in your practice. And then we'll end by rubbing the palms together, generating some heat between the hands. Take them over top of closed eyes and inhale. And exhale to let it go. And thank you so much for joining me for this practice today. Really appreciate you being here. And if you liked this class and you want to see more like this, then please leave a like, a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. It really helps out the channel. So thank you so much. Namaste.